Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fraser, and thank you, Lord Mayor, for your kind words. Your Excellency, Mrs. Hurley, Lord Mayor of Parramatta, Councillor Tyrrell, Chris Keeley, Noel Staunton, Chairman of NIDA, Chris Puplik, Chairman of ATYP, members of the board, Michael Diamond, Alan Manley. Now, dear friends, as you can see, first of all, I would like to thank your teachers and your schools that have organized for you to attend either in person or digitally. They have shown, and look at the schools, and that was up until yesterday, 24 schools from around Australia, from around regional New South Wales, from both Western Sydney and the city of Sydney and the eastern suburbs, schools from everywhere. And yesterday, last night, we had two extra schools who don't appear here, and they are from Perth, the one, and the other one is from Britain. So there we are all gathered around here. So first of all, I would like to thank the principals and the schools of all these schools that have organized your presence here. Now, the distinguishing feature of our competition is that the decision-making is given to you, to the citizens, to the students. You are the ones deciding. It is not a panel of experts. It is not a panel behind closed doors. We love artistic directors. Fraser is an artistic director, but the choice in Lysicrates is given to you. Now, where does this idea of the choice being given to the audience comes from? Guess what? It comes to the birth of theatre. The birth of theatre, which was born in the theatre of Dionysus over there. That's what happened there. It was the citizens of the city, these people, the Athenians and the classical Greeks, they were passionate about their rights, they were passionate about the rule of law, and they believed that they should determine how a country should be run, how a city should be run, and who should be preferred in the theatre. So they created democracy in Athens, but they also gave birth to the theatre in that very sacred space called the Theatre of Dionysus. And the people who allowed the playwrights to produce and who allowed the people to sing in the choruses and or that went with the theatre were the wealthy donors, and Lysicrates was a wealthy donor, and there you can see he won, and he erected in the little circle there, he erected that monument to himself. And may I say here, I want to pay tribute and give thanks to the professor of classics at Sydney University. We have some of the best classicists in this country, and it's Professor Peter Wilson, and I understand that his two children are here with us today. So thank you, Peter, for all your support you have given us to bring that story alive. And that monument of Lysicrates was copied about 30 times around the world, in places like Edinburgh, in places like the Midlands in England, in places like New York, Philadelphia, and many other places. And it was copied as well here in Sydney. And this is the original. This is the original in Athens, the one that I showed you. So this monument was copied here. And it is currently, now, it is in the Royal Botanic Garden. And that monument is a beautiful monument. I encourage you all, with your parents or your teachers, to go and visit it. It's in a prime position. It's a jewel in Sydney. Now, how come this, and who was behind that monument? The man behind the monument, as the Lord Mayor mentioned, was a boy from Parramatta. He was a servant's son He came from a very humble background. His father came here as the servant to Thomas Brisbane, after whom Brisbane is named. And he was a force of nature. He really believed in himself. If we all believe in ourselves, we can achieve wonders. And this boy from Parramatta, when his father could not get a job when he was 12 and there was no high school in Parramatta in 1832, and his father said, you know, that's it, the education for you is over, you'll become a servant like me. He said, no, I will walk to school in Sydney. And this boy walked to school, and this boy, the poor boy from Parramatta, has given, as the Lord Mayor said, became the Premier and the Chief Justice, and the hub of this great city of ours, the hub of this megalopolis of ours, is called after him. Martin Place is named after this migrant boy. He was a migrant boy. His father was Irish, discriminated against at the time. And so what a triumph for this boy, and what it says also, if I may say, about our country. In our country, if you do the right thing, if you work hard, if you abide by the rule of law, you can become Premier, you can become Prime Minister, you can become Chief Justice. It's open to talent and hard work. So this was the man, very Irish, he looks very Irish, and we were fortunate enough, with the support of the New South Wales government, with the support of the Treasurer in particular of New South Wales, Dominic Perrottet, and Minister Stokes and the opposition, everybody were very, and the Lord Mayor of Sydney and the Lord Mayor of Parramatta. We have had 2 statues of this boy erected, one in Parramatta, the one to the right, and one in Sydney. And it's a 12-year-old boy walking in a determined fashion from Parramatta to Sydney to go to what became later on Sydney Grammar. It was called Sydney College at the time. So this is the story, this is the background of why we are here. But if I may say, why we are here is because of the scribblers. The motto of our foundation is to all scribblers, daubers, and associated eggheads, a society's real treasures. So scribblers, the 3 writers, and unfortunately 2 of the writers are in Melbourne, otherwise they would have been with us. There is only 1 scribbler with us, the others have been interviewed. They are the ones who capture who we are. They are the ones who without them, without scribblers, a society doesn't exist. We honor them, and we allow their products of their mind to be in front of you, and you will determine who will win. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Thank you.